Alright, so we got a P0325 code coming up. Sorry about the noise back here, but so it's the knock sensor code. So we're going to pull apart the air intake manifold, drain the radiator, and try and replace these knock sensors. So step one, we're going to go ahead and disconnect the battery. Go ahead and disconnect the battery. I've already got it loosened here, so now it's off. And stick a rag up under here, kind of separating. Next, we're going to take the plastic piece off here, off the air intake. So we've got a bolt here. I already pulled it out. I believe it's 10 millimeter. But yeah, once you get that bolt out of there, you can kind of pull from out here, but this should just lift out, and then this just pull right here and just pops out. All right, so next thing I'm gonna do, I actually went ahead and pulled this hose off that connects right here to the top of the radiator, because I'm gonna use it to, I don't know if you can see, I'll show you the fan here, right underneath this radiator hose here. Down in here, there is, right there, you can see the hex head, and right there at the tip of my finger is a little spout. You can see it a little better here now. So I'm going to take that hose from right there and put it on the end of that spout, and then when I open the radiator, it'll drain to that hose down into a bucket to get this radiator drained as cleanly as possible. Now, everything on this truck should be metric, but I'm using right here a 3/4 inch. So I'm going to start loosening it here, and as it backs out, should see it start to drain into my bucket here. Let's see if we can get this the poor camera work here. I think I got it backed off enough to where I can do it with my hand. All right, so I got it off. It's draining a little bit. I think depressurizing it should speed it up. Kind of loosened I loosened the cap a little bit more here. Obviously, you see it kind of dripping out here, but it's coming now into this. Okay, so this is still draining a little bit. I've been sitting here for about 15 minutes. What I'm going to go ahead and do is pull off this end of the hose first, make sure that it's drained all the way. Then I'm going to, and by the way, I should say that this bolt here, that white looking bolt to drain the radiator, is a 19 millimeter bolt there. Okay, so then I'm going to pull this off, and then right in here is the tensioner. We're going to pull off the belt, the alternator, and go from there. Okay, I went ahead and got the hose off. I have not taken the belt off, but wanted to let you know I went ahead and took the nut here off of the stud that goes to the power steering fluid bracket, and which holds that plastic piece to the air intake manifold. First, we'll pull off the belt here, and then we will go ahead and take off the alternator. Again, still slowly draining a little bit more here. Good sign here is that this is pretty dry. Probably going to go ahead and remove the hose down here just to make sure that all of the coolant comes out of the engine as well. I don't want don't want too much coolant sitting up here, because I don't want coolant getting into the heads when we pull the air intake off, because we've got to pull this coolant piece off the front here before we can get to this. Now, one thing that I suggest before you even get started is to take lots of pictures around here, because we're going to be pulling off lots of wires and hoses and vacuums, and so I think it helps you if you're like, oh, you know, how to map things back once you're putting it back together, like, oh, I don't remember exactly what this went to. It really saves you when you take lots of good pictures, try and get, you know, better lighting, different angles. If you snap, you know, 5 or 8 pictures on this side, same on this side, even pictures in the front. I'm sure you know the mapping of the belt and all, but and also with the belt, literally all I do is just get the tension and off, and get the belt down, and just set it right down here, so that then when I'm trying to put it back on, I don't have to remap everything. All I'm doing is just you know, pulling it back up to the alternator. If you're doing this by yourself, I highly suggest a breaker bar. Let me see if I can get a good picture here. Yeah, I just put a little breaker bar here. Makes it super easy. When I pull down on it, I can do this by myself. All right, now we're going to pull off the alternator. So as you can see down here, make sure that I got, right here, and on the other side, see if you can see that, right there, there's 2 10mm bolts. Now, you don't need to remove them all the way. They stick into the block. All you need to do is loosen them enough to where they'll come off the alternator will come off the engine here. And the other thing is, I don't pull off this bolt or this bolt. I just pull off the 2 far end bolts here on the alternator. So this one right here, oh sorry, just this piece here, and then this piece here on the end, and then you'll be able to pull the alternator off without having to touch these 2 bolts. And I just put the alternator right over here on the washer fluid piece, and then next I'll go ahead and take this off. All right, now next we're going to go ahead and start pulling apart some of these hoses and wires off of the air intake. So first we're going to start here pulling this off. I leave it on the engine, just move it off to the side. Same with, let's see, this one right here. Pop it off, lay it over to the side. It's going to come back. And this one I'll go ahead and get later. But you're going to have 4 bolts right here. I use, you're going to need to use a deep weld 10mm. All right, for a better view of sort of how those feet on the alternator sit, here are the bottom 2 bolts that I was saying just loosen. And then let me show you the actual, this is the back side, so let me flip that around. You can see the feet there, that they don't actually bolt through it. They just kind of sit on it and then are anchored down into it. All right, so I've got these 4 bolts off of here, and now this is going to lift off, and it's just kind of suctioned onto the back here. So, you know, you don't need to be too forceful, but you can kind of wiggle it, and it'll come right off.